It's time for the adventures of Drew Pendous and his mighty pen ultimate. After being covered in magic ink, Drew gained the superpower to draw anything that he imagines and save the day.
Good morning, class. Today we're talking about dinosaurs. Scientists have theories, but no one knows for sure how the dinosaurs disappeared all those millions of years ago.
Wow!
There was Drew in the land of the dinosaurs. He had to save the dinos from extinction. Then he saw it. A monster mega robot lizard from outer space. It was knocking over all the trees and freezing the oceans and rivers into ice.
Brrr, it's freezing.
The dinosaurs were not happy.
Hey man, you're wrecking our planet!
How are we supposed to live when you're turning everything into ice?
Yeah, it's freezing.
But the monster mega robot lizard didn't care. It just laughed like this. And then it started to freeze the dinosaurs too. Even the Tyrannosaurus Rex was defenseless against it. There was nothing he could do.
I give up. I need a blanket and some hot cocoa.
Drew knew what he had to do.
It's time for the Stupendous Drew Pendous and his mighty pen ultimate. I need the horns of a Triceratops, the wings of a pterodactyl, the strength of a T-Rex. Wait, no, the arms are too short. Oh, and a super shield of metal with marbles that fly out. With my awesome new super suit, I'm ready to save the dinosaurs.
First, Drew flapped his pterodactyl wings and flew towards a spaceship. He used his shield to deflect the ice coming from the monster robot alien.
Back off, monster robot alien! I'm warning you!
So Drew used his Triceratops horns to break off the ice cannon. Then he shot the beams of ice back at the robot. Ah!
Okay, time for the marbles.
Whoa!
And now to finish you off, I just need a super powerful arm. Bon voyage, the lousy robot!
Drew, honey,
Yeah, Mom?
you need to clean your room.
But Mom, I'm kinda in the middle of saving the dinosaurs.
Well, you should have thought about that earlier. Clean up this instant, young man.
Ugh, okay, fine.
Uh-oh.
And that, kids, is why there are no dinosaurs around today.
Moral of the story, kids. Remember, clean your room before you start saving any dinosaurs.
It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty pen ultimate. In today's episode, Drew's gonna save one of the most beautiful, one of the most fairest princesses of them all, Snow White. It was story time at Cool School, but Miss Booksy was out sick, and there was a substitute teacher reading a class favorite. Wait, is that who I think it is?
All right, here's my favorite part. Snow White wandered deep into the forest where she found a big house. And when she walked in, she was met by 7 humongous giants.
Huh? That doesn't sound right. Snow White meets 7 dwarves, not 7 giants. Listen, Captain Hooksy, we want Miss Booksy back.
Settle down. This is how I'm telling this story.
Drew was right. This wasn't how the real story of Snow White was supposed to go.
I don't like this one bit, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
So Drew pulled out his mighty pen ultimate and sketched a totally awesome portal, which he used to transport himself right into the pages of Miss Booksy's storybook.
Whoa! Those giants are even bigger in person. I bet they've taken the dwarves captive and stolen their home. I've gotta save those dwarves.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. But first, Drew had to make himself look big and scary before those giants ate him for dinner. So he sketched a massive growing machine and zapped himself till he became the biggest, tallest, strongest giant of them all.
Hey you! Listen here. My name is Giant Drew, and I'm here to put an end to your evil shenanigans. Now go back where you came from and let the 7 dwarves come back home.
Fee-fi-fo-fum.
Why do you guys always say that? No one has any idea what it means.
Yeah, us neither. Ma always taught it to us growing up, and it just stuck. I think it's 'cause our littlest brother Normie used to suck his thumb.
It's got a nice rhythm. Fee-fi-fo-fum. Little Normie sucks his thumb.
Of course, Normie is 18 feet tall now, so we don't tease him anymore.
No. I see exactly what's going on here. You're trying to distract me so you can do all your evil giant stuff without me getting in the way.
Giants are always getting a bad rap. We're pretty nice guys once you get to know us.
Wait a sec. Sure you guys haven't been holding the 7 dwarfs captive so you can take over their home and scare anyone away that threatens to stop you?
Nope. Not us. Ma sent us here. Something about meeting a princess and living happily ever after.
You mean Snow White?
That's the one. Pale skin, red lips, likes to hang out in caskets. Nice lady from what I hear. You seen her around?
Come on in. Doors open. You must be Snow White.
She don't look like Snow White.
Why, yes I am. You see, I was just running away from my evil stepmother and I had no place to go. But then I stumbled across your house and I thought I'd stop in to fill my belly and rest my tired feet.
Well, sure, princess. Make yourself comfortable.
No. This is not right. You're not the real Snow White. This is not how the story goes. Where's Miss Booksy? And unless we find the dwarves and bring them back, they'll be totally homeless.
Oh my, homeless dwarves? That doesn't sound very pleasant at all.
We already told you, kid. We don't know what you're talking about. We haven't seen any dwarves.
Well, maybe your mom will know. She sent you here after all.
Okay, but I'm warning you, Mom's been in a pretty bad mood lately.
Drew followed the giants deep into the dark forest until they finally reached a giant castle.
Well, this is it. Home sweet home.
Who's there?
It's me, Giant Drew. We're wondering if you've seen any dwarves around here.
How dare you trespass on my property? There are no dwarves here. Now shoo!
Drew was running out of ideas until suddenly he noticed a trail of small footprints and decided to follow them all the way to the back of the castle, where he found a gang of 7 dwarfs splashing around in a humongous swimming pool.
This is where you've been all this time?
Hey, who invited the giant kid? This is a dwarves-only pool party.
What are you doing? I thought I told you to stay away.
I thought you said you haven't seen any dwarves.
All right, let me explain. I heard a nice princess named Snow White may be passing by the dwarf's house. So I sent my sons over there to say hello. And I brought those little guys over here. No biggie. Can I get you a Shirley Temple?
Wow, you giants sure are nice. But you're messing up an important story. Snow White's supposed to meet the 7 dwarves, and then she's supposed to marry the prince. You can't just change the whole story. That's not cool.
Well, what choice do I have? How are my boys gonna live happily ever after?
I think I have an idea.
Drew quickly whipped out his mighty pen ultimate and sketched a massive loudspeaker.
Pool party at the giant's house. All are welcome. Shirley Temples and fruit smoothies will be served.
It was an awesome party, and the giants made so many new friends. The wrong Snow White even hit it off with one of the giants, and they danced all night.
There you go. These guys will get their happily ever after in no time.
Wow, thanks, Giant Drew. You sure know how to save the day and make a mother happy.
My pleasure. Now come on, dwarfs. There's a princess waiting to meet you so we can get a very important story right.
The other dwarves hopped out of the pool and followed Drew back to the house.
Thanks, Giant, for bringing us home.
Oops, hold on. That's better. See you later.
With his mission complete, Drew sketched the portal right back to Cool School. But there was still one big problem.
Listen, Captain Hooksy, your story stinks. We want Miss Booksy back. Where is she?
I told you, she's out sick. Let me out! Let me out! That was a lousy trick, Hooksy. You didn't need a broom after all.
Take a hike, Hooksy.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, you're not gonna ruin our story time anymore either. Hey, Bushful!
Hey, Drew, you called?
Could you please take Captain Hooksy here back to Cruel School where she belongs?
No problem.
Hey, put me down!
The Snow White story worked out just the way it's supposed to, thanks to Drew Pendous. Moral of the story, kids, giants need love too. And when you meet someone who needs love, it's always a good idea to throw them an awesome pool party, because nothing says it's gonna be okay like a great big pool party.
A special shout out to Heather Rye for suggesting I meet some giants, and Marcel Leonardi for suggesting suggesting I draw a portal. And Tracy Broderick for suggesting I save a fairy tale. What great ideas!
Kids, be sure to comment on what Drew should draw for his next adventure.
Gee, this isn't my book. If you want to see the Snow White story told right, click here.
And don't forget to subscribe. Bye!
Too late, Robbie. We're here!
Yes!
It's the biggest water slide ever! Let's do this! We're almost at the end!
You're right. This is the end.
Next.
Grace, I didn't know you work here.
Yeah, Mom said I had to get a summer job.
Oh man, that stinks.
There are some perks. For instance,
Move aside, losers.
all of my friends get to ride whenever they want.
That's not fair. No cutting.
My ride, my rules.
Yeah, Drew. We got to go first, right? After you.
I don't want to be rude. You can go, Raina.
Grace, have you gone down the slide before?
No, but that's because I don't want to ruin my hair, you know? It's not like I'm scared or anything.
Why don't you cool schoolers go first?
Sure. Ella, you're up. Yeah! It's a lot darker down there than I thought it would be. Well, I'm not going first.
All this buildup is making me so scared. Let's just get this over with.
Robbie, are you okay?
That was awesome!
Woohoo! I'm up next!
So Drew and his friends started riding the slide. It was still kind of scary, but so much fun, until some unexpected guests arrived. Uh-oh, it's the space sharks from Mercury. That can't be good.
It's not right those sharks are locked up in here. They should be free to scare people and cause chaos, like us.
How are we gonna get them out of there?
With a little help.
Woohoo!
Greetings, Mr. Blank.
Hiya, Ray.
Oh, hey, space sharks. Sup?
We're gonna release those sharks. If those people think they're scary inside the tanks, wait till they see them outside the tanks.
Whoa, that sounds pretty evil.
Exactly. So, will you help us?
Nah.
What? You're supposed to be a bad guy.
Even bad guys need a vacation. That sounds like a lot of work. I just want to have fun. Later, bro.
Oh, jeez. What are we gonna do now?
When I said we could use a little help, I wasn't talking about Ray Blank. I was talking about this.
Wowzers! You stole the magic eraser.
Yes! Now, let's get her racing.
Freedom!
Ha 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 ha! Yes! Be free, my fellow sharks, be free!
Oh no, kids! The water park started flooding. The sharks were everywhere.
Shark attack! I told you all this would happen.
Fellow sharks! It is I, your new leader. Now that you're free, we can take over the Earth and make this a planet of sharks! Ha 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 ha!
That sounds like a lot of work.
I just want to have fun.
Yeah, later, bro.
What? Come on! Why won't anybody be evil with me?
Ah, this is life.
This is awesome.
Way better than being cooped up in that tank.
Drew, are you going to fix this or what? Aren't you the hero? I sure am.
And that's when Drew became the Stupendous Drew Pendous.
Okay, these sharks don't want to take over the world. They just want to have fun. Maybe they could have fun somewhere far away from the water park.
And far away from me?
They should be free in the ocean.
Yeah, with all the other fish.
We just gotta get them over there.
But how? With the biggest water slide ever.
So Drew made a slide stretching all the way from the water park to the ocean.
Wish I could ride that slide. It looks awesome.
How do we get the sharks to ride it?
Rena, can you give us a wave?
Okay.
Not that kind of wave.
Oh, gotcha.
Now we just need a current to make the waves bigger and bigger.
I got this.
This is the best wave pool ever.
This slide rocks!
Woohoo! No! Sharks aren't supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be scary.
All right, guys, time to clean up this mess. Everybody take a sponge. Even you, Ray. Ugh, I'm supposed to be on vacation.
And that's when Drew and his friends soaked up the flood. And eventually the water park was back to normal.
We did it!
Yay! We can get back to riding the rides.
Aw man, now there are no more sharks in the shark attack tank. That's boring.
Unless...
Get back here!
We can't have a shark attack slide without sharks.
Let's get out of here! Ah! Quick, in here! It's the only place with cover!
You heard him, Drew. Give them cover. There you go.
Wait a minute! No! We're trapped!
Okay, everyone. The shark attack slide is back open for business.
Well, kids, Drew and his friends saved the day again. Everybody got to go on the rides, and the shark attack had some brand new sharks. This stinks. Moral of the story, boys and girls, if you're scared to go on a ride, just be brave, and you might have an awesome time. Oh, and if there's a big flood, just ride the giant sponge. It's that easy. Special thanks to everyone who asked for a story about the space sharks. What a great idea. I love those guys.
See you guys next time. Bye.